Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. Thank you for watching this video. You can subscribe, like and share if you want. So in this video, we will discuss about the remote login and the application of internet. Uh, Other than that, we also will discuss about the Usenet as well as the www, the uh World Wide Web. So first we look in the remote login. Basically use the Telnet protocol. The word telnet is come from the terminal network. So we take the word tel and net. So it's become telnet. So telnet is a standard TCP/IP protocol for visual terminal service. This protocol is proposed by the ISO, International Standard Organizations. By using this telnet, it's allow you to establish the connection to the remote system. Basically, telnet is about the remote to another computer over the network. One of the application that using the telnet protocol is team viewer. By having that application installed in your PC, able to remote from your home to your school, for example, or campus, as long as both PC are installed with the TeamViewer. So you're able to access your PC even you are from home. Okay, let's say you work, so at your office you have your own desktop, and then you need to work from home. And most of your data in your office job, so be at your home, you can remote in order to get your file. That is the use of the Telnet uh, protocol. Allow you to interact with another PC, another desktop, another devices remotely. So the port number for the Telnet is port number 23. So for setup and end of the communication of the Telnet connections, uh, these are assumed to be originated and terminated at the network visual terminal, or we call as the NVT. So this NVT is a network wide terminal which is host independent, so that both the server and the client in the connection may no need to keep information about each other's terminal. So we connect using the network visual terminal, or NVT. The Telnet has a set of options of and in order to negotiate it through a simple protocol inside the Telnet itself. So the protocols contains commands do, will, want, and don't. So those are the commands that can be used inside the Telnet when you do the communication using the Telnet. So Telnet only allow you to remote access or connect on the internet for two different purposes. Sorry. Telnet only allow you to connect, to do the connection, to log on to the internet server and look at the information. However, you still need the FTP protocol in order to download or upload file to the remote computer. So Telnet only allow you to remote, but the process of download and uploading any file is still using the FTP protocol. So they must use together in order to allow you to get the data from a remote PC or a remote desktop. This one is the Telnet model. So based on the Telnet model, we have the user terminal. So user terminal will connect to the Telnet client. Telnet client will connect to the Telnet server. So the process of transmission is still using the TCP protocol, and then Telnet server will go for the application. Let's say example, we have TeamViewer. So the application is TeamViewer. So TeamViewer will use the Telnet protocol and connect to the Telnet server, and then Telnet client also connected. This one at the user terminal, this one at the application server. Okay, the next one we'll discuss about the is be the word user network. So we use the Usenet in order to share the most like a news group. We share the information. This Usenet was started by Tom Truscott and Jim Ellis in 1979. It used the Network News Transport Protocol and NTP in order to transferring the news article between news client and news server. So we call this as Usenet. So actually Usenet is just like a mailing list. And it also another way in order to share information during that time as well as today. During that time only that it was limited on certain site, but nowadays the use of the Usenet involve million, thousand, million, billion of people. So basically, Usenet is a globally distributed discussion group. So it was like the group that we do for discussion, and they are in the same field. They create a group for discussion in order to share the views of the topics of their interest. For example, we can have the sign people go for sky, SCI. So each news group is devoted into a certain topic. So under each news group, there are many messages that call a news article. So that news article use the NNTP protocol in order to transferring. So the process of transferring news article among the news server, there are several steps. The first one, you use the news reader to read news, post news, and follow up on the piece of news. The second step, your news reader interact with the news server. You have the news reader. news reader can read, can post, can follow up those news. And then the news reader interact with the server news. So we have at the client part interact with the servers of news. So the news server negotiate with other servers to transfer certain news group. So a news server hold the news article for a certain period, and in certain after certain duration it will discard. So that is how the Usenet work. So the basic terminology used within the Usenet, we have the news administrator. We have news administrator. We have news server, news group, and Usenet collection of news group. Okay. And then this one is the example of the major worldwide news group. I said before, Usenet is globally distributed discussion for a group of people that share same interests. These are the example. Example, we have COMP dot and asterisk. Okay, computer related discussion. This is a group the related discussion. And for humanities, can have this part humanities dot asterisk, which means dot a lot of thing lah. Computer dot software, computer dot system, Amiga, fines, art, literature. For the humanities, we have the fine art, literature, philosophy. So we can find humanities dot classic, humanities dot design. Here is like all, so I like straight. So these are the major group of the news group that use the Usenet user network. We create a network of user on the internet. In the internet, we create a user of network. So basically, user of network is just a group of people, a group of users of internet that share or discuss same related interests. And the last part is about the World Wide Web. 3W. So web offers a view on a visually unified but decentralized information space. Before we go for the evolution of the web, what is the web technology? So you should know the basic information about the World Wide Web. This is one of the services that we can get from the internet. Go to the website. So basically, we have using client and server system or architecture. So each of the server maintain a collection of documents. Yeah, when we do communicating through the internet, a lot of server outside there, and all the server have different information and document, and we need to request in order to read those documents. So we have the process of request from the client, and then the server will find that file that we want or the information that we want, and then it will appear to the user. So the server will accept the request for fetching a document, and then it will transfer to the client. And it also can accept requests for storing new document. You can go for search, you can go for the download, you can go for the upload. So when you upload, it store. The server will store your document. If you go for search, it will find document for you. If you go for download, it will find the document. And all the communication using the World Wide Web or WWW is using the protocol that we call HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. And then this protocol is a simple client server protocol. When a client sends a request to the server, and then it need to wait for several times before the server can respond to the message. So the web development was already there in 1994 and controlled by the World Wide Web Consortium. So this consortium is responsible for standardizing the protocol, improving the interoperability under the OS iPad, and further enhancing the capabilities of the web. So further information regarding the World Wide Web you can get from the www.w3.org. So this one consortium is the organization that control the standard of web, right? Or standard of the WWW. Later on, when we develop a web application or website, we will use the www.w3.org as references. So that's all for this video. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.